Kobe scored 81. This is yesterday was the anniversary for it. Quick question for you. Where were you when you saw that he had 81? Because I remember being in the weight room and I was watching Sports Center and they was talking and that was the first time. That's I was watching Sports Center and that's when I saw they had 81. I thought it was I thought it was like a mistake at the bottom of it. It said 81.
2007, right?
Seven. Uh-huh.
6, 7, yeah. So I was with Indiana, if
Uh-huh.
I'm mistaken, and we either just finished the game or I want to say we just finished the game. Um, when we no, because he was, but I'm trying to think of where we were because we got that in real time. Like as soon as we were done, it was like that popped up on the screen. I was like, ain't no way that man just had 81, but he was on a tear that year.
Yeah, he was on the tear that
That
year.
I want to say that was probably his best statistical year. I want to say he averaged
Five.
35,
Yep,
right?
35. Yep. Uh-huh.
He was man, he was going crazy, bro.
Mm.
50, 40s. Oof.
Yeah, he was
So yeah,
eight.
I remember a lot
But
from him.
yeah, so what was the like your guys as far as NBA players, how was you guys when I say how was you guys taking that as far as like just like, yo, this dude scored 81. Like, you know what I mean? Like yeah.
To be able to see a Wilt Chamberlain-like game in real time,
Uh-huh.
crazy.
Yeah, that's wild,
Crazy.
bro. I
You
know
know what I'm
you.
saying? That's the only way you could really look at it or have something to kind of compare it to is like that man really had 81. And then
Mm,
and then here's another perspective too, is like he could have easily broke it a few times.
mm, yeah.
There have been other games where he like I was on the other end when he had remember when he had
I,
65
I
against
was
Mavericks? I
about
was
it
on the
with
other
the.
end, bro. I
Oh, I
seen
was
that.
just about to ask you that. Was you there?
Seen
Was you
that.
third quarter? He only scored
30,
60 and three quarters.
bro, 30, I forgot what he had in that third, like ridiculous. And sat
Jeez.
down.
So, all
So
right. What are you guys saying as defenders though? Like, nah, you got him. You got nah. Like, y'all passing the buck. Like, is y'all? Because I never played against anyone of that caliber who just you just can't stop. And it's like, I wonder, as a fan, you like, yo, like you trying to coach y'all, like, yo, put your hand, why his hand not up? Like, as you think anything would have, what would have stopped them at that time?
I've seen him in many of those, whether it's being on the opposite end of it or being on the same team, bro. And it's like he get in mode, and then you got to think too, the way the triangle is set up, he's catching it in certain spots that it's hard to double. They're
Mm,
gonna eat you alive. So if you're a basketball savant, right? Not you, but I'm talking about the average fan, because everybody says that they get the game. When you catching it in these certain spots, bro, like how you gonna double?
right.
And then he's kind of like that mid post area, or the way that they can position him where he can just do one or two dribbles, like or just a jab jumper.
Yep.
And when you see that he's hitting like that, man, good luck. I just watched
Mhm.
this one, bro, when they were showing the old All Star game, and I remember when they were sending the double at Kobe, right? He gave it up, and then they swung that thing right back to him, bro. And he did like cuff the ball, put it behind his back. As the double was coming, he kind of lulled them to sleep, drove baseline, and pulled up, bro. Like, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
Because the defender thinking like, okay, well, I know the double is coming, but if you don't do your job to keep him going towards the double, good luck. And
Uh-huh.
Kobe got some of the best footwork we've ever seen in the game.
Facts. No, that's facts. And you had a chance to play alongside Kobe as well. You want to share with any like crazy workout stories? I know you shared a story last time when he I believe he was he had I think something happened where he had to fly somewhere, then flew back to the game, dropped 50 or something like that, then had to go back or to fly somewhere else after that. I think it was
So
some
that was during his court trial. I remember that clip.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But that was during his court trial, man. I mean, I remember when we were in Chicago, and we just finished the game, got a win, and he had already been telling me like, "Hey man, we're gonna get up in the morning, go get some work in." Now, mind
Mm-hmm.
you, after the game, we went out and everything,
Mm.
and he told me what time to be up and everything, but I'm talking, I'm beat, bro. So I get downstairs, he's not down there yet. He get off the elevator with some shades on, like it was nothing, bro. He's walking to the lobby, like, "All right, JP, let's go." I'm like, bro, God dang, I'm dragging, bro. I'm dragging, bro. But for me, once I get in the gym, I'm good. But it's like to see just how he was just like, I don't think I've ever seen bro like look tired.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how dialed in he was, man. And those are the things that
Have,
I
let me ask you
appreciate.
this. Let me ask you this, because this is important here. What was driving him? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know the first ring, I get it, right? He wanted to prove, I mean, at least that's from the media perspective, he had to show that he can do it without Shaq, right? And then I interviewed you, Samaki Walker, both guys who played with him. And he just seemed, from the stories you guys are giving me, it seems like he was just so determined. And I'm trying to figure out like what was like. Did he ever sit and talk to you, or ever overhear like what's making him so driven? Because at that time when he won the championship, in my personal opinion, I think he was the best. I mean, LeBron was creeping up, but I believe that he was like Lil Wayne was making songs about him. I was like, yeah, it's time. It's Kobe time,
The
bro.
other
It's
goat, by the way, that's the other goat. I'm going to sneak that in there.
what Wayne.
Argue with your mama. I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about all your
Off he, no, yeah, you right. Wayne is like, what is he? Wayne two, number two for me. Jay-Z number one.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
whole number one. But
Uh,
but yeah, I always wanted to know that. Like he seemed just so determined. Like what was I? Because I know in the beginning in the beginning of his career, from what I seen outside of looking in, he was kind of having fun. He going to prom with Brandy. He's doing songs with Beanie Siegel. He's doing songs with Tyra Banks. He was in shows and shit, making guest appearances in shows and shit like that. And I know he was going through his court case. I know. Then he started getting more serious. Then he just after that he just turned up. But he blew past all his people we try to compare him to, the Allen Iversons. That's my guy. That's my number one guy. But he blew past him. Vince Carter. And then the young guys was coming up, D Wade, Bron, all these guys. He was showing like, yo, I'm that guy. But But after he blew past, I'm trying to figure out what was driving him to the point where he like, look, I ain't no days off. I don't care where we going.
I think one of the things is right, like number 8, coming in as a young kid, and I think there's a part of the basketball was always number one,
Mm,
number 1, 2, and 3. But I think when you look at being in the city like LA, um, having the chance to explore other avenues,
mm,
do some things that's good, important for your career, figuring out some other ways when it comes to business. That's why you're seeing the album, the acting, and some of the other stuff. Um, but it didn't change as he continued to grow, because when you look at how things were delivered, from the shoe, the whole Kobe brand, the commercials, like he was still in a sense doing those things. I mean, bro jumped over a car one time, right? So that was later on in his career as well. So he was still doing some of these things that just look different. And from a driven standpoint, if anything, I feel like you would have to go back to the little boy who was living overseas in Italy.
mm,
You would have to go to those things that made him who he is, his hunger, his drive, his dedication, having to always figure it out.
right.
And then in some situations, again, I don't want to speak for him. This is just me and having my moment right now. In some situations, just being driven because maybe not feeling like he belonged or wanting to prove that he is this, that, and the third. So you have those things that are imprinted in you, and that becomes a part of your foundation.
Gotcha.
And as we've seen him, he had a list, man. He paid attention. He asked questions. Like when you hear all the stories around the league, it was like he was really a student of the game, and he always wanted to know things. He always wanted to figure out how he could be better than whoever it was, whoever that person was at that time.